come to work, come to Hooters. My coworker called the cops on me, and she was like, what? I said, come to Hooters. My coworker called the cops on me. She was like, huh? I was like, girl, come to work. Like, come now, right now. The police are here. She's like, okay.
Yeah, look. Feel me now.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ray, aka Ray.com. And welcome. For my very first video, I'm gonna do a story time. I really debated on like what video I should be my very first video, because I wanted it to be interesting, but as well as like y'all can get to know me. So I decided to let my, this be I feel like this will be a very interesting as well as getting to know me video. So before we get into the video, I do want to address three things. Number one, four things. Number one and two, my hair. So this side is flexi-rotted, so that's why it's all like frizzy and just not cooperating, because it wouldn't straighten for some reason. And this side I use a straightener, that's why like it's all lifeless. I mean, it's life in the hair. And then two, for my hair, my bun's not straight. I don't care, so you shouldn't either. And then two, I have this pretty significant tan line right here, but I'm gonna try to cover it throughout the video so y'all don't have to see it. And then four, my background is not straight and I don't care. So those are four things that I addressed for you, that way y'all don't have to address it. Okay, now let's get to the story time. So like I was saying, I work in a restaurant and I train a lot of newbies. Not a lot, I don't train that often, to be honest, but I do at the same time. So there was this girl, I'm gonna name her Storm. I trained her for her very first day. She was very eccentric, I guess I can use the word. Like I'm not quiet, but I mind my business. I don't really speak unless spoken to. I just do my own thing or whatever. She's more talkative, you know what I'm saying? Just not the complete opposite of what I am. But when I trained her, like I had no issues with her. I really didn't have a problem with her. She was decent or whatever. So yeah, train this girl. Okay, let's fast forward to just whenever she finished her training shifts and she was on her own. She was kind of annoying. She was annoying. I'm not even gonna stun. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it. She was aggravating. It was annoying. Like, and I work with, like I said, I work at Hooters, so I work with about 40 different girls. Over half of them did not like her, just because of the things. And I'm not gonna stun. I didn't like her either, just because after training her and just her working on her own, seeing how she did things and handled things, I didn't care for it. I didn't like her either. But I'm the type of person to where even though I don't like you, I'm not going to be mean to you, or I'm not gonna find issues with you unless you do something to me or one of my friends personally. So, like, I'm not gonna be a mean girl to you just because I don't like you. Like, I'd rather just not like you and stay away from you than not like you and yell at you and do all these other things or whatever. So because of that, even though I did not like her, I was nice to her, because she knew as well as I knew a lot of our coworkers did not fool with her. They didn't like her. So I used to go out of my way. I'm not gonna lie, I only went out of my way twice to be nice to this girl, but that's enough. I twice went out of my way to be nice to her. Or whatever, she used to just do, like, she was manipulative and she would try to get over a lot. Like, she would do things and it's just like, no one does that. Like, you don't, if you're a server, you just don't do those types of things. But if she could get away with it, she would do it. It was around Easter a couple months ago. This is kind of relatively new. A couple months ago around Easter, I was giving up a shift, a Thursday morning, and there was no specific reason. Like, I didn't have anywhere to go or nothing to do. I just didn't feel like working that day. I was just tired, didn't want to work. So I think, so we have a work group message. We have two, a group me and like a text message group, and I think she asked in the group me if anyone was giving up a Thursday morning, and I was like, bet me, you can take it, take my shift, I don't want it. And she's like, okay, cool. I'm like, great, don't have to work Thursday morning. And then she texted me on the side and was like, would you mind giving me $10 because I've been striking out on morning shifts or something, meaning she hasn't been making any money on mornings. And like me, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna pay you to take a shift. Like, that's just me. That's just personally how I feel. There's only been one time that I've paid and it wasn't even my money that I paid with. It was someone gave me the money to pay that person. But other than that, like, I never have anything that important to do for me to pay you. Like, if you don't want to take my shift for free, I'll just go to work, like, and work it. It's no biggie. Nothing that important has ever came up to where I need to offer money to pick up a shift. Personally, that's just how I feel. So when she asked me that, I was just kind of like, like, I could see if I would have offered it for money, or if I would have put in a group, hey, I really need my Thursday morning picked up, I'll pay. Boom, that's cool. But I didn't even ask you to pick up the shift. You just asked if anyone was giving up a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So I found that a little odd, but at the same time, a part of me was just like, girl, it's just $10. Like, give her the money. The other part of me, the people picking up shifts part of me was like, I didn't ask you to pick up my shift for money, so why would I? Like, whatever. Cool. So she was like, okay, great, da da da. So we confirmed it, signed the book. Like, it was her shift at this point. It wasn't my shift anymore. So a couple of days passed and we worked together. This is before she picked up, my hair is falling. This is before she picked up the Thursday shift. Like, this is before Thursday even rolled around. We worked together. It was like on Monday or Tuesday morning. And I was at work, minding my business like I always do. So I was at work, just working, and I overheard one of my coworkers saying, like, I might pick up Storm shift Thursday or whatever the case may be, and my little antennas went up. I was like letting her know. I told her, the girl that was gonna pick up her shift, hey, if you pick up her shift, just so you know, I paid her $10 to get the money. The money's for you. If you take the shift, make sure she pays you, because I paid her to take my shift, so now she needs to pay you to take her shift. Right? Makes sense? It's the principle. Okay? Right, cool. She was like, well, I don't really know if I'm gonna take it yet. I'm like, whatever, just make sure if you do, she pays you. She was like, okay. Gave Storm $10, got off, left, went home. I seen her walk through the doors and I'm like, great, she's working today. But I didn't want to address her in front of other people, because I just know that when that happens, stuff gets, not even that I was on checking type of stuff, but I just whenever you try to handle a situation in front of other people, I feel like that's when it goes left. You know what I'm saying? But when it's in private, that's when you can get more out of the situation. So I was gonna wait till she was alone and I was alone to talk to her, to let her know, like, what she did wasn't cool. So around 5 minutes before we opened, I caught her by herself. She was doing her opening duties. I was pretty much done with mine. So I walked up to her and, I know you gave up your shift, and I know you didn't pay her. I was like, don't do that again. You don't ever do that again. Like, because basically at the end of the day, I just paid you for nothing. I gave you money for what? I was like, it's the principle and the moral of the situation. And she was like, I understand, but, and I was like, no. If you understand, there is no but. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no but if you understood. So at that point, I walked away, because she's saying she understands me, but at the same time, she's giving me a rebuttal. That doesn't go hand in hand. So I started to walk away. Well, I walked away from her. I was like, you're not understanding, so I walked away. as I'm walking back, because I'm working bar this morning, I'm walking in the bar because it's literally like 5 minutes before we open. Like, the doors are about to open at any given second. And I hear her talking, but she's talking loud enough for me to hear her. But at this point, I hear someone talking and I know it's her. And I know she's talking to me, but I don't know what she's saying. So obviously, I'm going to take it as disrespect, because I don't know what you're saying. I don't hear you. I left it alone when I walked away, and you're still talking. So you wanted to go up. So I hear her talking, and I get behind the bar, and I'm like, you still talking? Like, stop talking to me. Like, shut up. Like, stop talking to me. It's over. Like, I let that go. Like, you're wrong. Just let it go. And she keeps talking, and she's, at this point, we're both yelling at each other, because we're like probably 20 feet away from each other. So we're yelling at each other. So now it's like other people are starting to notice like something's going on, because this is before we open. So it's just like people that work there. So we're yelling at each other, and I'm like, bro, like, stop. Like, stop talking to me. Like, shut up. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. And she's like, she keeps saying, I don't even know. I kid you not. I don't even know what this girl is saying to me. I don't know, because I don't hear you. I just hear your voice. So I say, stop talking to me or I'll really slap you. And she's like, oh, you're going to hit me? You're going to hit me? You're going to hit me? Hit me, hit me. So I'm like, all right, big bet. So I walk out, and I'm like, I would really, like, and as I'm walking out of the bar towards her, she's walking up to me, I'm walking towards her. I'm like, I will really slap you and work my shift like nothing happened. And she's like, hit me, you're going to hit me, hit me. And literally at the last second, like, while we're walking towards each other at the last second, my manager, like, slides in between us. And then another one of my other coworkers, like, pulls me back, because at that given moment, I wanted to slap her. I literally wanted to roundhouse kick her in her temple. Like, I wanted to punch her right here. And she's like, just chill. Like, it's really not worth it. Or whatever. And I know it's not, but. So, I go to the back in our image room, which is like our break room, just to make sure, like, everything's straight. Like, I'm just to, like, take a step back or whatever. Because we're about to open, literally. And, like, we're open. Basically, at this point, we're open. No one's in there yet, but we're open. Like, the manager's opening their doors. And so I walk back to the front behind the bar to do my job. And my coworkers are just like, what happened? Da 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 da. Like, I saw what happened. Or, like, I saw what happened. Whatever. Like, she's wrong for that. Like, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's really not a big deal to me. Like, she means nothing to me. I'm really not stressed over it. It's not like I lost a friend behind the situation or whatever. So, you know, at work, like, 15 minutes passes by, and I haven't seen her. And I already know how she is. She's probably in the back crying, playing the victim. Whatever. Not even really worried about it. Don't care. So 15 minutes rolls around, and I see her walking outside, like, out the doors, like, cover up on, bag on, walking out the doors. And I'm like, she's probably going home because she's weak. Like, she has to play the victim role. Like, not really stressed over it. So about 5 to 10 minutes after that, I see a police car, like, driving in the parking lot. And I really didn't think anything of it. Like, not saying I didn't think anything of it, but I was like, she wouldn't call the cops on me. So I don't know why the police are here. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think she called the cops on me. Like, it's really not that serious. I didn't touch her. I wanted to, but I didn't. So why would you call the cops? You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting outside on a bench, because, like, where I work, it's all, like, doors and then windows. Like, 2 doors and then it's just straight windows. So you can see, like, the front of the restaurant. Like, outside. You can see outside. You can see what's going on outside. So I see her sitting on a bench, and I see the cop pull in, or whatever the case may be, and then I just don't see them anymore. And then I see a cop come inside. And that's when it hit me. Like, she really did call the cops on me. Okay, all right, okay. All right, she really did call the cops on me. And, like, I'm facing the doors. So there's 2 doors in front of us. I'm facing the doors, and, like, in the front of the restaurant is where, like, we hang out. Like, the girls on the floor hang out when there's nothing to do. And I just see them in, like, my peripheral vision. Like, their faces were just really in, like, she really called the cops. Like in shock. Like, she really just called the cops. Okay. So I'm not even gonna stunt for like a split second. I was like, could I actually go to jail for this? Because I didn't. Even though I threatened her and she asked me to slap her, I didn't. So could I really go to jail for this? Like, for a split second. And I was like, girl, no, you're not going to jail for this. This is stupid. So the cop goes in the back, into the office. And I'm just at work, working. And like, we have these regulars who come on Saturdays. And they were like, what's going on? Why are the cops here? Da, da, da. I'm like, whole time it's because of me. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know why they're here. I have no idea. So I'm working or whatever. And then I'm like, she really called the cops. So even though I'm really not worried at all, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this can go left, go right, go up, go down. So I'm like, I should probably call my mama. Yeah, I should probably call her. So we don't get to keep our phones at work. Like, when we go to work, they take our phones from us. So I asked my manager, I was like, can I use my phone? And she's like, yeah. So I go in the office to call my mom, because even though I know, like, it's not that serious, nothing's really gonna transpire. The only person in the world that I know will go, if anything goes left, the only person in this whole entire world that I know that will jump if need be is her. Right? So just to have someone there that's like with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, the person that I know will have my back no matter what. Let me just call her. You know, just let her know, hey, you might want to come. I don't know what's about to happen. So I go in the office, I call her. Probably more than 3 times, but 3 times that I can remember, she didn't answer. Call my dad, my brother, my sister. None of them answered. No answer. Radio silence. So I'm like, whatever. So I text her, and I think I said something like, call the store ASAP, or like, come. My coworker called the police on me, something like that. So I was just in the office, just wasting time, like waiting for a call back, and I decided to text my group, like my friend group friend group message. And it's about like 7 to 8 of us, and I don't know if y'all are in like a friend group message, but in mine, like, we have, like, it's literally, if you've seen like my friends, you would literally be like, how are y'all even friends? Like, it's all different types of people from different walks of life, different races, different whatever the case may be. Like, and so we have completely different characters. Like, we got a few people who never respond, a few people who are always confused, the one person who laughs at everything, like everything's a joke. Just so many different like characters in my group message. But I kid you not, I put in that message, y'all, Storm called the cops on me. Every single person in that group message responded like that. Like, what? Some people sent the eyes. It was like, you lying. I was like, son, like, they're here. Like, they called the cops on me. And they're just trying to like figure out, because I didn't tell them the situation. I only told like one of my friends the situation, or 2 of them. So they knew what was going on, but I didn't tell all of them the situation, because it really wasn't that serious to even bring up to me. Like, why would I even bring that up? It's not that serious. So they're just trying to get the tea. And it was like, why she called the cops on you? I was like, because I threatened to slap her and I got in her face. And it was like, they really was like, really? Like, I was like, yes, like, they're here. Like, the police are here at this given moment. I called my aunt, and I have a gang load of aunts, but I called one of them, and just so happened they was together. So my mom answered the phone. I was like, come to work, come to Hooters. My coworker called the cops on me. And she was like, what? I said, come to Hooters. My coworker called the cops on me. She was like, huh? I was like, girl, come to work. Like, come now, right now. The police are here. She's like, okay, I'm coming. Like, she left. Left work, like, went in her car, drove away. And of course, like, she had to play the victim role. Like, I don't know what, at that point, I didn't know what she told the police officers. I don't know what, like, when she went, after we got into it and I went in the image room, apparently she must have went in the office. And at that time, I don't know what was said, what happened, or anything. But I did see her leave. Obviously, she left work. Sounds like poverty to me. Like, she left work because she had to play the victim role, even though nothing happened. But she left work. I stayed at work, and I worked. I my shift like normal, because it was a normal shift to me. I was talking to, and during the shift, I talked to the manager who was on duty at the time, and I was like, "Are you gonna tell me what happened?" Like, and he was like, "Well," she called the police on you." I was like, "Obviously." And they told me that she called the GM and was like, "I don't feel safe. Like, she threatened me. This is an unsafe work environment." Obviously didn't tell the police that she asked me to slap her and antagonized the whole situation. But I was like, of course she's not going to tell that part. Why would she make herself seem, you know what I'm saying, like the aggressor? The police come, they question my managers at the time, and they watch the tape because we have cameras, obviously. And then they put me in the office and asked me, and I basically told him everything I told y'all, what happened. And he was like, yeah, well, after watching the tape, she did make it seem like she was the complete victim. Like, she said that she walked away from me and I walked up on her, when actually I walked away from her. And she walked up on me, and I was like, obviously, like, she's not going to tell y'all the whole truth. So that happened, and he was just basically like, well, I'm going to file a report. If my superior supervisor, I don't know how that stuff works, sees it and he decides to like take it further, he will. But he was like, I doubt it, but just like stay away from each other. If y'all both continue to work here, just stay away from each other. I was like, noted. So that was the end of that. He left, the police left, whatever. Mom came just to make sure I was okay, which I was. She left, and one of my friends came to make sure I was straight, and I was. Obviously, to me, it really wasn't that serious, like, and it still isn't that serious whatsoever to this day. And like, she came and I just joked with her for a couple minutes, and then she left, whatever, regular shift. After all that happened, regular Saturday morning, got off, came home, went out, boom, right? So after that happened, I didn't see her for a while. I was told though that she tried to get in contact with another one of our coworkers to try to like press charges against me or something. I don't know, but that never happened. So after that happened, I didn't see her for a while. Then we worked together. I saw her, and I'm not even gonna lie, the whole shift did not say a word to her. Our managers put us on a completely different sides of the restaurant, that way we wouldn't have to interact. But I mean, even if we were right next to each other, I still wouldn't have talked to her. I avoided her the whole time just because I just didn't want to deal with it. So I didn't talk to her at all, but I will say that I did 100% was petty. I was as petty as I could be without talking to her. So like, if I was working bar and she needed change, maybe I did everything possible before giving her a change. Maybe I made her wait 5 minutes to give her change. Maybe when she had a ticket, I took the whole 7 minutes I'm given to make her drinks. I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm just saying, and I don't know. She would still try to talk to me though. She would tell me like, hey, or good morning, or thank you, or whatever. And I'm just like, shut up. Stop talking to me. Like, you really are psychotic. But it didn't hit me how nuts she was until one day, it's for our bikini pageant, the block party, which is actually like one of the biggest events that we have. Everyone has to work. So even though my manager tried to put us on like different shifts and different days, like for that day, just about every single person has to work. And I was a double that day, so I knew I was going to see her regardless, but just like before, I wasn't going to talk to her. So that day, regular shifts, regular stuff was going on. I go in the back to eat in our image room, which is our break room. I was just in there just eating, and she was already back there. I walk in and she's in there, and I'm just like, great. And I'm back there eating, and I think either she said, "Can I ask you a question?" or she just said it. I don't know. I don't remember what she said first, but she was like, do you just want me to not talk to you? And at that moment, I really was like, it hit me how like manipulative and conniving and shisty she is. Because first of all, let's roll this back, okay? I am not the first, nor was I the second person to threaten to slap this girl at work, on the clock, at work. I wasn't. But I was the first black person to threaten to slap her. So the first two people of the Caucasian descent who threatened to slap you, like you just decided not to call the cops on them, but you're gonna call the cops on the black person who threatened to slap you. Okay. I wonder why. When I came to that realization was actually that day when she did it, because I was talking to another one of my friends who is the person that threatened to slap her, and she was like, she ain't called the cops on me. I wonder why she called the cops on you, because you're black. I was like, clearly, like, you really trying to play that role, but it backfired on you because ain't nothing happened because you stupid. But anyways, back to when we was in the image room. I just thought about that. But back to when we were in the image room, she was like, "Do you just not want me to talk to you?" And I was like, so it took me a second to process what she was saying, because it hit me that she's literally psychotic and manipulative and shisty and just a bad person in general. And I just knew that by her asking me, "Do you just not want me to talk to you?" Like, what do you think? 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 Do you think I want you to talk to me? All right then. But I didn't say any of that. All I said was, And she was like, "Okay, well, just so you know, I talked to the cops again." And I'm like, "For what?" But I didn't say that. In my mind, I'm like, "For what?" But she was like, "Yeah, they told me that there was nothing that they could really do, so I just dropped it." And then she shook her head like I'm supposed to be grateful. And I was just like, okay, like, you're really, I hate you. Like, you're really trying. You want me to thank you? Like, what are you telling me this for? First, what are you telling me this for? But I didn't say any of that. I was just like, okay. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know what she was expecting to happen out of that conversation, but that happened, whatever. That happened, and then so I leave because I don't feel comfortable back here with her. Because, like I said, she's psychotic. She might try to stab me. So I left, went back to do my job, and I see her, like, so you know when someone wants to talk to you, you can see it in their face that they want to ask you something, they want to talk to you, and I see it in her face that she wants to ask me something, and I'm like, great, here we go. So she comes up to me and she's like, "This man at the bar tried to give me money, but I didn't take it." Like, just randomly, out the blue. Like, I'm working bar, but just randomly out the blue, she said that. She's like, "This man tried to give me money, but I didn't take it." I was like, okay. Like, okay. She's like, "Was that the right thing to do?" And I just walked away, because at this point, I feel like she's trying to be my friend. Like, she's trying to low-key make up for what she did. But I really want, like, at this point, I really want to slap the skin off your face. So don't talk to me. Don't come up to me. Don't try to be my friend. Like, that's dead. Like, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. Don't talk to me. So I walk away. She does whatever she does. I guess walks away too. And that was the end of that day. And then she probably worked there for like a month later and then got fired or whatever. And I was so grateful, because she's just like, and she wasn't really cute anyway. And I don't even want to say that, but like, she just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a story about how my coworker called the police on me, and it didn't even work. because she's a crackhead and she is a terrible person. Like, all to y'all shade, all offense. I don't feel bad. I don't like her. Yeah. So yeah, that's the story about how my coworker called the police on me. If you guys want to see more content from me, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video. Tell all your friends about me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.